Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, so I'm back with a second reading. I'm just following the signs, which are very interesting. I was sitting earlier on and I saw this black speck go past me, and my first thoughts was that it was a fruit fly. And then it was like, no, that's a fairy. But the fairy was dark. Let's not say black. Darker than my normal sightings of fairies, which are flashes of light twinkling. Okay, so very interesting. Connecting with the fairies, I don't feel it's a negative energy. I feel it has something to do with, well, the darker side. It's kind of taking me to the yin energy. Oh, this morning actually I had the message. It was like yin to the yang, yang to the yin. Okay. And then I've just found a black feather, but when I hold it up to the light, it's not really black. It's got like tinges of purple, brown, blue. It depends really on the angle that you're looking at it, but it's like it's not black, but it's definitely not white. So okay, let's do a reading. And I found the feather after I'd already pulled the Oracle of the Fairies, the Fairy Tarot cards. I've got the Divine Feminine deck here and the Journey of Love. So they are my signs and synchronizations that I'm following. I think that's a massive sign, a black feather. I find white ones, but not black ones. Like, I don't think ever. Let's have a look at this energy. We'll start with the Fairy Tarot cards. I was thinking earlier about how I should be resting, but whenever I get the house to myself, instead of resting, I want to talk to you. And that's just the way it is. So, okay. We have the Prince of Autumn. We have the Nine of Spring. We have who? The King of Autumn, the Prince of Autumn, the Nine of Spring, and the King of Autumn. It's taken me to green, red, green. It's like go, stop, go. It's like there's no amber. So the first card, which is a green card, it's like it's the go ahead, dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, cautious. Oh, my belly's rumbling. Again, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. Then we have the red card, which is the Nine of Spring. And I felt that was a stop. Are you coming in, Jasper? I can hear you. Oh, well. Hi. You're not going to get all irritated, are you? Because you was before I started this reading, and you left the room, and I turned the camera on, and now you're back scratching. Protect the fruits of your labours. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Not conversation, it's conservation. Environmental conservation. I feel this is like a stop card, like protect the fruits of your labours, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, and then environmental conservation. I felt that was just wanting to kind of, it feels the energy here of a masculine who wants to be dependable, viewed as being dependable. He has this protective energy over him. Cautious but wise action. Meticulous attention to detail. And then I think that kind of focuses on, well, maybe worst case scenarios. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. And it's like when he actually has a look at that, because the Prince of Autumn in this deck is the Knight of Pentacles. And we know about him, he's slow moving, has to go over the details, keep going over the details. But he's wanting to be kind, kindness to others. So it's like he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And then I feel there's this block. It's like stop. And he stops to have a think again. Protect the fruits of your labours. There's very much this energy of like wanting to just stay put where he is. If you hear them sounds in the background, that's just, that's how sloppy he can sound. He's cleaning himself. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. So aware that it's not going to be easy. And I want to say, but nobody said it was going to be easy. But it will be worth it. Environmental conservation. But that's just wanting... I feel the energy that he's in control of his environment. It's a comfort zone. But then we get the go-ahead again. This time it's by the King of Autumn. So it's like this masculine has grown up. Now he's compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Sounds like using the charm. He's God-given charm. It says, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. Okay, I want to find out some more. Let's just pull some more cards. We've got a blue card, and it's the Five of Winter. I feel that's like being stuck in the middle of winter. The Five of Winter is the Five of Swords. It's a surrender energy, and it's the energy I said, even though there are no mistakes, in the last reading, I said, why did I say the Five of Swords? I wanted to say the Five of Wands, and we spoke about surrendering before you hit rock bottom. The Five of Winter. Walk away from dishonest associations, realising that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. I do feel as if this masculine now feels like he's given himself the go-ahead. It's okay for him to walk away. I'm not sure that he's feeling very comfortable in his comfort zone anymore. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. I mean, with Jasper's definitely not comfortable. He's itching. We can hear you. Well, at the bottom of the deck, It's the Four of Spring, which is the Four of Wands, as the counter said, 1001. Be grateful, you have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. And I feel now that this masculine has matured, he's going to stop putting that block on himself, like he has to protect the fruits of your labours. I feel this is a very material card here. It's like prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, the risk of losing it all. But it's time to walk away from dishonest associations, realising that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Okay. Oh, how nice. Underneath the Four of Spring is the Six of Summer, the Six of Cups. Children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. Interesting that I felt it was a darker energy of the fairy coming in here. On this Five of Winter card, there's a pyramid of snowballs, but it looks like a pyramid of Ferrero Rocher. Yum. Anyway, okay. But I don't have too many decks of cards with me. Oracle of the Fairies. There's definitely a message within this message for the Divine Feminine. I'm quite captivated by the Divine Feminine deck. Let's have a look. Okay, but first I'm pulling this card from the Oracle of the Fairies, and we have abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. And I said about being prepared to face the challenge of losing it all. It's not, it's an exchange. And it has to be an energy exchange. Abundance. It's the cover of the book. I believe it may be the first card. A, B, C, C. How to read your cards. How to say the alphabet. Okay, we will get to the cards. Let's, okay, here we are. Prepare yourself for income and abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. The arrival of this fairy tells you that abundance is on the way. Perhaps you'll receive an unexpected gift or a cash windfall. It could also be a spiritual gift. Whichever form it takes, you just have to make sure that you're ready for it. Make sure you're in a place of receptivity, that you believe and know you're worthy to receive any abundance. Work on this if you feel it could be an issue for you. By feeling truly worthy, we can be receptive to the flow and blessings of abundance in our lives. If you feel unworthy, ask yourself why and be honest in your answer, for this is the key to the door of abundance from the universe, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Well, let's reread that then, if this is the key that opens the door. If you feel unworthy, ask yourself why and be honest in your answer, for this is the key to the door of abundance from the universe, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Often feelings of unworthiness can stem from childhood, and facing these feelings can sometimes be challenging and painful. Talking your feelings through with a trusted friend or a professional counsellor could reap many rewards. Shifting any negative views of yourself and of your worthiness to receive. Self-worth is key here. And I feel Divine Feminine, I'm quite like intoxicated with the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. I keep looking over to it. Your energy is intoxicating. I feel very much the masculine energy here. Let me just find this part here. Talking your feelings through with a trusted friend or a professional counsellor, and I view you, Divine Feminine, as being both, could reap many rewards. Shifting any negative views of yourself and of your worthiness to receive. Self-worth is key here. And that's who you are to the Divine Masculine, a trusted friend and also a professional counsellor. The Fairy of Abundance says there's enough abundance in the universe for everyone, and you have just as much right to it as anyone else. So prepare yourself for incoming abundance and enjoy. Well, let's have a look at this Four of Spring energy again then, the Four of Wands. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. Let's read about this. Four of Spring. This is for spring. Yes. Gratitude is a powerful manifesting energy in the universe, helping you gracefully dance with the magic light-footedness of the fairies. Taking time to say thank you to your family, co-workers, the fairies and God creates a circular flow that brings even more abundance. Every day, give thanks for something in your life. You can do so aloud or just in your prayers. This card can also indicate new reasons to celebrate that will soon make themselves known. You may need to set aside some time for social events such as weddings, housewarmings, baby showers, or other parties to acknowledge a milestone or advancement. Okay, this part here is describing the image on the card. A happy couple join in a dance of gratitude amid a field of flowers. In the background is the castle that they have built, representing the great abundance they have worked so hard to attain. The additional meanings of this card: feeling that life is wonderful, pride in your accomplishments, a deep sense of peace and happiness, a contented personal life, a new home. Well, let's go over to the Divine Feminine deck because I'm curious. So we're taking her out of the box. Oh, so interesting, because I was drawn to look at my can of Coke, and down the side of the can it says recycle me, and then a drop of Coke just fell from the tip of my straw. Recycle me. We're taking her out of the box. The cards are the same colour as my Coke can. Okay. Can we have a message from the Divine Feminine Oracle, please? Catherine Labor. the patroness of miraculous healing. We may have had this one out last time I pulled from this deck because I made mention of the pendant she's holding. It looked like a penguin. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Wow, that's a powerful message. The patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. And the abundance card spoke about the key to opening the door to abundance. It's about your worthiness. Let's read why your soul selected this card. Why your soul selected this divine feminine. We know why. I made mention of it. About the intoxicating, captivating energy of the divine feminine. It's like the divine counselor, the trusted one. Let's read this card. I need to find out where she is. Okay, where is she? Seek and ye shall find. You've got to have patience. Okay. Page number 48. When your soul selects her card, it can feel effortless to ask for what our loved one needs. We can fall on our knees at times to pray for the health and highest possible outcome for our beloved children and partners or friends. What's often far more difficult is asking for all that we need. For many of us, lack of self-worth can get in the way of realising that we can ask for so much more, and that ultimately there is no difference between praying for our own needs and the needs of our loved ones. There are so many miracles, graces and blessings that don't arrive simply because we don't ask for them. Spirit is ethical. Spirit doesn't interfere with our intrinsic right to choose our own adventure story. Free will is ours. So we have to ask for Spirit. So we have to ask for Spirit to intervene in the effort of our own healing. Ask and you will find. So what did I say? Seek and ye shall find. I think it's thee shall find, but ye come out. Ye. Ask and you will find. This is a spiritual truth. And also, suffering is optional. Suffering doesn't glorify us or make us more holy. At any point, we can ask for the highest possible good to shower down on us. We can ask to be healed in ways we can't even imagine by handing that healing over to the divine. The healing might not arrive in the way we picture being healed. Our lower back may still throb with pain. I picked that up in the previous reading, the lower back. Our lower back may still throb with pain, but our heart has shifted, and there's a miraculous amount of light within our lives again. If we can hand over an attachment to what healing is going to look like, we can receive all the blessings waiting for us. The soul voice meditation. What can I ask for help in healing? And the intention. Am I ready to heal? Am I ready to heal? I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. want to sound what a big boy I am, but it's not. It's like what a brave boy I am. Okay, let's end with a message from the Journey of Love. Okay, and a card has, two cards has turned over. We have two cards. The first card is card number 22, loving all that is. Pay attention to what I was saying at 2222 on the counter, because I did look up and acknowledge that it was that time, but I chose not to say it out loud. 22, loving all that is. You wise, awakening being, you can love all that is. You can love your tears and your sadness, for they are a testament to your open heart. You can love your numbness and fatigue, for they show that you have worked hard and are now in need of rest. You can love your energy and passion, even when you are so far ahead of the pack. You have to wait a while for everyone else to catch up, maybe a day, maybe a decade or so, because you choose not to curb your enthusiasm for anyone. You can love your anger, because underneath its fire is a desire for respect, and you can love your peacefulness, because within your heart you really don't care much for fighting sometimes. If there is something that is shaming you, worrying you, challenging you, it's okay to just love it. It will make sense when it needs to. Until then, just love it, even when it hurts, for it's part of your own divine nature awakening. It may just be like a painful cramp happening because it's been curled up for too long. This oracle brings you a sweet message. You are just asked to love. Everything else will take care of itself. A state of being, allowing, receiving, becoming one with all that is. Okay, and the next card is Fire and Ice, which doesn't surprise me. I picked this energy up on the Chariot energy in the first reading. Card number 37, Fire and Ice. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being, without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler, to just let go of the conflict and complexity and choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul. We shall repeat that. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand the rigours of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you, requires a willingness to stand at the centre of the pairs of opposites, and eventually, I'm finding it hard to say that word today, eventually, know that they are connected to each other and they exist only in relationship to each other, to breathe and simply be. If you are consciously feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. Stay present, be patient and wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into as divine creation continues to unfold through you. As you master this initiation, you will find a sweet nectar of bliss dripping within. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon, you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now, you do not need to engage in it. Simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realize this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. And this oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart, beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across a span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes.